Hello, beautiful people. Have you ever been into a situation when someone told you, like, don't judge a book by its cover? And, like, you're constantly being under pressure when everyone is telling you that looks doesn't really matter. You have to get to know the person. Don't go for like a handsome guy because he can be like very stupid. I feel like we've all been there because that's a big thing to teach us that, hey, we shouldn't judge people by its cover. We shouldn't judge people by the way they look because they can actually be very cool, very smart, very beautiful from the inside people. And when I was young, I mean, that was a big thing. Like, that's the thing that we've been taught in school. My family would always tell me that. And yeah, I was thinking like that the same way. And I remember I was 13 or 14 years old, and I remember watching Riley Meets the World. And there was this one episode where there was this one girl that they didn't really like, and there was an experiment. I don't know whether she had to get it done or something else, but the point is that she was like a nerdy girl, like glasses, hair, like just usual clothes. And in a few days, she comes to school, her looks changed. Like, she didn't really wear glasses anymore. She put some makeup, she did her hair, she took some nice clothes, and like the Riley and all her friends, they took her to their friend group, and like they were like, oh, you're such a cool person, blah blah blah, yeah. And her experiment was exactly about this. I remember she went on a stage and she was like, I thought that true. When you sneeze, that means that you're telling the truth. So I remember her going on a stage and she was like, we've been always told that don't judge book by its cover. But our society does not work like that. Our society judge books by its cover. Our society have pretty privileges, and because the way she changed the way she looked, she got into a friends group. And we've been always taught that that's a bad thing to judge people before we get to know them. But I have to tell that it's such a controversial thing to say, because what I'm about to say also makes a lot of sense. I feel like people should not be like whether you're smart or you look good, whether looks or brains. No, it can be both looks and brains, and you can prioritize two things separately, differently. Like, you don't have to just be like, okay, I will not judge him before I like get to know. Like, judging people because of the way it looks is one thing. Judging people because of their characteristic before getting to know them, that's another thing. Let's leave it to another day, another story. But now we've been talking only about like how people look. We will be talking only about looks, the way we look, not about our characteristics, because that's a totally different thing. The point is, even if our society tell us that judging people by their looks is a bad thing, we still do that. We judge people before they come into our life, and we can do this even unconsciously, so you don't even know that you're actually judging a person. Not even judging, but basically evaluating her. That's not a good or bad things. It's just a fact. We do that. That's a fact. Even unconsciously, even when you don't even know that you do this, you still do it. Let's make it clear. Let's do this about you, about me. Like, I'm know this fact, and now I will try to use it to my own advantage, because of course there will be a lot of things that will be controversial and all this stuff, but let's look what good I can take from that. Even though we as people are fighting for equality, and we are fighting for the fact that, hey, like, you should not care how the person looks and all this stuff, we still somehow consciously can learn a lot from the way a person looks, and we can take it to our own advantage. We can think about ourselves and how to use it for us. So if we cannot prevent people from unconsciously judging others, let's look at why do we unconsciously do that. Imagine that you saw a woman that came into the room. She smells good, her hair is done, her clothes are ironed, she looks gorgeous, she looks like she takes care of herself. You will eventually think that, oh, she probably showered, she probably ironed her clothes, she probably bought her clothes here, she probably know how to do her hair. When you see a guy who walks into a room and he's well built, he is dressing up pretty nice, he is smiling, he's not always like with his head down, you will eventually think that probably he goes to the gym. He probably knows how to use some of his clothes to his advantage. Like, he probably cares about himself. That's what I mean when I say that let's use it to our own advantage, and that yes, looks actually matter. Because the way a person looks is the result of the everyday actions that that person does. For example, the gym. If you're going to the gym 5 times a week, the result will be obvious. People will see, and it has to do a lot of with confidence, which we'll be talking in the last video. You won't even have to tell people that you go to the gym, because they will see that. Your look, just tell them that you go to the gym. The way you dress, probably you'll eventually think that, oh, she learns about clothes. She probably follows some influencers that are talking about fashion and not Amazon fashion. I'm not gatekeeping what I bought on the Amazon, but actually how you can combine this thing and what styles you should try and this and that. You'll probably think, oh, that person, she knows something about fashion, right? So looks is just a result of everyday actions. And that's cool. Like, let's admit that's so cool. You don't even have to talk to a person, because you already can somehow come up with something that already tells you about this person. So the point is, what is outside is the reflection of the inside. Inside of you as a person and inside of your life. For example, today I came from a walk. I was in a suit and I saw my friends, and one of them was like, oh, so you worked out today. I didn't. But I do work out almost every single day. And probably he asked that because, yeah, it's pretty obvious she's wearing a sport form. And her body, well, she looks kind of nice. It's like I'm telling everyone, yeah, I'm working out. My body looks nice. But the point is that the least interesting thing about me is that I have a pretty nice body, and the most interesting thing about some people is that they have a nice body. And that's the difference. That's towards what we are striving. If you see a nice body, you probably think, oh, working out, eating healthy, having some pretty good sleep. Hair done, nails done, beautiful clothes. She probably takes care of herself. So the way someone looks can tell you a lot about the lifestyle they have, and that's a good thing to use. First of all, you won't have to use words to show people what is your lifestyle. You won't have to come into the room and be like, hey, I went to the gym today, I ate super healthy breakfast, and I woke up at 6 a.m. today. No, people will see that if you will be consistent. And second of all, that's so cool because you will be able to attract right people, and right people will be attracted to you. So yeah, looks is how you attract people. Let's be honest, when you walk into the room and you choose who to come to, who to talk to, you will not be asking everyone, hey, tell me your biggest secrets. I want to know the most about you, because I don't judge book by its cover. No, you come into the room. Some people will go to the most beautiful person that they think is the most beautiful. Some people will go to the person that is probably reading a book because they are interested in books. We are going to those who have similar things that we have in ourselves. That can be the way they project themselves, the way they hold themselves, the way they talk. It can be the way they dress. It can be the way they look, like their makeup, their hair, all that stuff. And again, looks is not only about body, hair, clothes. No, it is also about the way a person projects himself or herself, the way they hold their back, the way where they look, how often they check their phone, do they walk fast or slow. There are so many things, and of course confidence plays a big role in that, because confidence radiates. Everything about confidence was in last video. It's just very interesting, like how we are drawn to people that we find pretty similar to us. And maybe at first you won't be able to even notice why you are attracted to some people. I love hardworking and ambitious men. Next to them, I can feel protected. And I am drawn to them because I am also a very strong, a very hardworking, and a very ambitious woman. And it is kind of logical that I want to be with a stronger man because I want to feel protected like a little girl. And I don't want to be with someone who is constantly complaining and being like, oh, I don't know, that's too much for me, I can do this, I can do that. Come on, we are different. So yeah, and if a person looks like they are ambitious, if the person projects like they are hardworking, if a person just can give this feeling like they can protect you, okay, I'm in. You're my crush. And only then, when you talk more to the person, you can actually learn about them, about their personality. Someone gives you a business card. Imagine that there are a few traits that are your business card. Just think about them. What is so special about you? If that's your ambitions and hardworking and the fact that you look like a man, go on. Show it to the world, because then you will attract the right people. You will also probably attract whether ambitious and hardworking people, or whether those who are totally opposite to you, but at least it's better than in between or nothing at all. And looks are also about copycatting or being authentic self. Because let's be honest, sometimes it is obvious that someone is copying someone else, because it takes them way too much energy to not show who they really are and to put on the mask. Two tasks to take a lot of energy. Of course, it has to do a lot about what is in the side of the book, what is inside of the person. Oh my god, that's a big topic, of course. And I don't tell you, oh my god, just go for looks. Go for it. No, it's just make it easier for you. Even if not with other people, use it for your advantage. For example, if you know that looks matter because they show all of the actions behind the person, all of the lifestyle, like small habits that people don't even notice, use it for your own advantage. If you want to attract people who are ambitious, who chase their dream, who dream big, and who are educated, smart, and who have a nice body and goes to the gym, then all you have to do is start doing those things, and then you will be the result of your past actions. So you will attract the same people, and those people will be drawn to you because they will look at you and they will be like, oh my god, she has a nice body, she probably works out and eats well. Oh my gosh, she is so smart and educated, she probably reads books and she probably studies. Because there is something about that service level. There is something about your look, and we cannot deny it. That's our society. It's not bad or good. It just exists. It is in our world, and it's just a fact. If this fact exists, then why not use it to your advantage? Why not use it to find right people who you want to be with? Why not use it to attract right people, right? No, I'm not telling you judge. Let's say that those are two different things, looks and brains. What is outside and what is inside. Do not combine them together like there should be something in between. Like those are two means and like you can be here or there. No. On the contrary, think that there is looks that show the lifestyle you want, the people you want, and looks that just looks. The looks that have nothing to do with the lifestyle you want. That's where you have to be. And then another two means are values, principle, characteristic, personal traits of the person that you want to be in your life and the people you want around yourself. And then something that you are not settling with. And that's here you have to be somewhere in between. Those are two different things. They intertwine because a person is, looks, and what is inside. And as I said, everything that you do every single day, your habits will result in the way you look. But no, you don't have to choose whether you have to look good or you have to be smart. You can be both. And because we have pretty privileges, because we judge people by the way they wear clothes, what clothes they wear, that's just our society. That's how we live, and we cannot deny it. We cannot stop it for 100%. It just is. And even if you want to do that, you will still be unconsciously looking at people and be drawn to those who look more similar, more familiar to you, because if they look familiar, that means that they probably do or think in the same way as you do. So yeah, don't just go too much into the looks, don't just go too much into the words, because there should be balance everywhere. There should be balance everywhere. Make both your priorities. the way person looks and the way person behaves and the way they think and the way they see this world. Make those two different things. Don't just go to a person and be like, oh my god, I judged that person by her or his looks and now I'm disappointed because I expected something else. No, you go to her and you'll be like, oh my god, your look is great. Like the way you look is great. The way you wear clothes is great. The way you take care of yourself is great. That tells me about your habits, about the way you live every day. I am also interested in that. Another thing is your personality. Here I am to learn more about your personality, which is not just everyday habits. Personality, it's way more than habits. It's whether the person is kind or nice. Whether the person does this habit to just look good and attract everyone, or she or he is doing this for their higher self. Two different things. Looks, and then we go like, okay, personality, cool. Just don't set any expectations and look at the person and read this as a fact. It's just a fact. Looks matter. It's just a fact. The way you look is the result of your everyday actions. It's just a fact. Your personality can be worse than your looks. It's just a fact. It's not good or bad. It's a fact with a period in the end. Even when someone tells you don't judge a book by its cover, we all do that. And that actually matters. Looks actually matters because that's how you will attract people that you want in your life, and that's how you will be attracted to the right people. And that's, yeah, the way you look is just the result of your everyday actions. What you eat, what you think, what workouts you are doing, and how many hours you are sleeping. Now you have some information that you need to filter through, to take what resonates with you, to leave what you don't think really will serve you in your life, and just go on. Don't forget to be awesome. Bye.